you rate your mobility?
I'd say it's sneaky. I work well on my stretching and mobility and stuff like that, and I think I don't get enough credit for it, but I think I'm pretty good at scrambling to throw and stuff like that, and I can get down and get 10 yards when needed, and I'm not afraid to get the first down when needed. So
because I feel like on the outside people sort of pigeonholed you into that other offense. How do you feel like you fit into this offense, given you got to move a little bit more?
Yeah, I think I can do everything that Gundy asked of me in the offense, and I think I have all the abilities and more to be able to operate effectively.
What are a couple things you've worked on during the last 6 months to adjust to this offense?
I would just say a lot of whiteboard work and asking coach questions and stuff and watching tape and really just mentally getting it down so that when I get out here I don't even have to think about it. Because if I'm trying to think about the play, then I'm in trouble because I got to worry about a lot of other stuff.
Is your number one asset your experience?
Yeah, I'd say my experience is definitely an asset. Going into my 5th season now, just my knowledge of the game and stuff I've seen, I think that's pretty valuable.
How much stuff did you have to relearn when the offense kind of changed from the last staff to this staff?
Yeah, I'd say it's it's a lot of different verbiage and stuff like that, but I think overall with football in general, there's only so many concepts you can run, so it's kind of just matching. Okay, it's that name from this past offense to this name for this offense. There's some wrinkles and stuff in there and stuff like that, but I think just my overall football knowledge helped me a lot to kind of grasp this playbook pretty quickly.
How would you describe yourself kind of in the quarterback room? What makes you unique?
I would just say I'm a very smart football player. I'm pretty experienced. I'm going to my 5th season now, and I feel confident anyone can get me up on the board and I can say, okay, here, this is what I see, this is the defense that they're in, and this is where the ball's going to go. So, yeah.
How would you say is one area that you've kind of grown the most since the spring game until now, your first week of fall camp?
Yeah, I would say just being very confident in this offense and being to the point where I don't have to think about it. I think in the spring we're all adjusting. We're getting out here running the reps for the first time live against our defense and different looks and stuff like that. And I'd say just getting the offense down automatically so I don't have to think about it is something I felt like I improved a lot.
Do you like playing out of the gun?
Yeah, it's fun. I like playing out of the gun. I like Gundy's offense. I think he's a great coach, and yeah, it's a fun offense to play in.
Does it change your view of the field, or does it allow you a quicker view of the field? Not having to take the direct snap and get in position to look at the defense. You got that view from the start.
Yeah, for sure. I think one of the pros of going more gun is the ability to see the field more vision to it, and yeah, just I think being able to pre-snap to you can see it better, and also post-snap when you get the ball, you're not having to snap your eyes and kind of figure out what's going on. So I think vision is very positive part of that.
When last season ended, how long did you think about coming back or moving on to medical school?
Yeah, it was. I'm excited about my career after football, but I'm also excited about my career in football. So, and that's something that I'll tend to when football forces me out. So I love this game. I love competing. I love everything about it. I love getting better. I love the process about it. I love how hard it is, and so I'm going to make the game force me out, and after that I'll.
So there wasn't any thought about moving on to the next life then?
Not much.
So when we spoke to Ryan Gunderson when he first came on, he said this was going to be a fun offense.
Yeah.
Do you see the fun?
Yeah,
tempo and the reads and all that.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to put it. It is a fun offense. I think there's a lot of cool plays that we run out of it. A lot of different stuff that the defense is. We can get them on their toes with, and also Gundy's a fun coach to play for. He's a great coach. He coaches us up hard, and he's also he's a funny guy too. And I think the offense is fun, and he's a fun coach too.
Is there something from last season that maybe you've taken into this camp? Something what last year was like? Have you used that at all? Something you've taken away from that experience to help you at this point?
Yeah, for sure. I think I'm always trying to work on my process, how I can get it cleaner every time I go out and practice. And I think every practice is I try and treat it like how I would my process for a game. So I'm studying before the practice. I'm thinking, okay, what's my process? And then every rep I get out here, I'm trying to, okay, what's my process before every play? And I think every rep that you get is really valuable.
With a couple of exceptions, the guys you're going to be throwing to this year are a completely new group of guys from last year. How's that relationship getting the timing on with them? Because going to be some new faces out there for you.
Yeah, no, we got a lot of talented guys in the receiver room. I'm excited to see the splashes that they make this season. And we worked really hard in the off season getting that timing down and learning the playbook and going through the new routes that are in the offense. And I think we got a lot of hardworking guys that are ready to go make some plays this season.
What are you working on now in school? You got the masters and
yeah.
What's next?
Oh, eventually I got to take the MCAT, so I'm going to study for that. That's kind of
What classes do you think you take this fall?
I just got to be at 9 credits, so
yoga and
something like that. Whatever I want to take.
That's the first time you've had that where you could just take whatever.
I'm proud of the effort that I put on up front, so now I can kind of do what I want to do. So,
Do you have any goals or expectations kind of for yourself this season, or are you just focused on the process right now?
Yeah, I'm just focused on the process, the system, and whatever those goals, whatever the result is going to be an outcome or based on our process. So I'm not too big on that.
With you being one of the returners and a lot of new players, a lot of young players, do you feel like Coach Bray kind of looks to you as a leader, and how do you feel like you've kind of grown in that position, being one of the players with the most experience on this team and knowing the university so well?
Yeah, for sure. I think going into my 5th season, I'm definitely a leader of this team and like an example that guys can look up to. Somebody that is a hard worker and goes out there and does it the right way. And I'm confident that I bring that to this team.
What's it like having Tristan back?
No, he's awesome. I love Tristan. It's he's great having him in the room, and especially in the off season, it was really helpful watching tape with him and kind of picking his brain about things. He's a very knowledgeable player and now coach, and he's got a lot of great things that he adds to the quarterback room.
What are you seeing at this point from McCoy and Johnson, the rest of the room? How would you sort of assess how those guys are coming along? Yeah,
I think we got a very talented room, and we're all out here trying to do our best, and in return that makes all of us better. So.
Do you feel like in the room there's a lot of pushing each other? There's a lot of competitiveness between you guys, and do you feel that in these practice sessions right now?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you go in any quarterback room across the country, it's all going to feel the same. We're all competing for one spot, and one spot's being the starting quarterback. So there's no hiding that.
Thanks, Ben.
Awesome.
Thank you.